damage has been done to all of them. Sassy has to really stick this one and pray for his life.
โอ้
He's legged his way in. Damage done and another kill found. It's all being added up. Right click. Kills here.
วางทันบ้างวางทันบ้าง
เฮ้ย โอ้โหไม่โดนเฉยเลย
Teams when we saw them play against Paper X did a lot of the defensive set plays.
เอามาแล้วพี่
But I think that was a specific ante. I don't know whether we're going to see as many of them.
ใครดีฮะวันนี้
Play in mid
คู่
for
นี้
Sen.
3-1 พี่
Towards
เจนจี
contact over towards B.
แบบนี้เจนจีเลือกแล้ว หมด
ห
โควต้าแล้ว
หมดละ
หมดแล้ว
Onto the angle, orb. Picked up, now a smoke.
And this is quite nice because once you break the turret, you actually break the trap setup in mid as well. So Sen's setup that was dangerous to walk mid on, dangerous to walk cat on, now gets dismantled a little. The macro game continues to be played really beautifully by Gen.G.
Taking a bit of a wander now, straight down mid. Of the alarm bot to notify them of this one here. Sentinels potential chance for the reclear, but no, just a shock dart. The damage now onto Munchkin. Now steps going to be made with the alarm bot broken. Here it is, the flurry and rush from the Sentinels players. They have to back them up. He does have the flash. Paranoia goes wide and does not connect onto the necessary target. And that is second still. With that dash, spraying away, quite praying as well. It's all Sentinels. Reflecting and colliding. Only two left to stand here for Gen.G, Munchkin lack here. Side by side. Now, this damage done, but the door has been broken into their face. And we're only 12 seconds left. Spike drop down and spawn on top of it. You have to make a good go of this if you are Gen.G, but you have to take liberties. How's he got away with that then? Time? 4 seconds, barely enough, but now broken. Second. Slaps him down with that one. A pistol round now. Granted here for Sentinels.
Zekin gets the cleanup on the final two, but his positioning tucked behind the box. Getting the pick on Meteor, I believe it was, who tried to push lane. That's the one that's huge. This kill right here. If he ends up losing it, Celsius is under pressure. Suddenly the B side looks like it's going to fall a little. Very good setups from Sen. From the pistol into the adjustment. All looking good.
น้ำมันนะครับพี่เอ๋ยพี่เอฟ
0 3-9 3-8
Seal it up onto that pistol round here. Getting a bit of acknowledgement, but we'll be taking a gander that head-to-head versus texture. And have a great map too on bind.
หรือว่า
Sentinel
Seeing how that may
มาแล้ว
manifest. Will there be a continuation into the series? Yet to be seen.
หรือว่าจะเป็น Sentinel
Now
3-1
Gen.G looking to just take control, maybe get
Ui,
it
long
all
lane.
if they can, but they're really just being poured over this every step of the way.
Yeah, mowed down.
Microphone muted.
Not really
ได้เลยต้องพัก
funneling the
ครับผม
ults into the
พัก
players
ผ่อนนะ
who want them most. That's a silver lining to
เฮ้ย
what has otherwise been
เหม่อ
a
นะ
very
เหม่อ
simple
นะ
round
เหม่อ
so
นะ
far, trying to bait out the second shot so they could punish.
อุ๊ยผม
But Zekin with the ghost as well.
ฟอร์เรียนตะกี้
เซคันด์มาจับ
So that is flawless.
จะเหม่อมาหน่อยเมื่อกี้
Sentinels can now set themselves up going into
อันนี้คมอยู่
that third round here. Really critical one.
And I think this is where we'll get to see are Sentinels going to go for the defensive set plays and that aggression, because this would be the perfect round to try something like that.
Yeah.
You know, flash recon into mid, have tens teleport into a smoke or something like they've done before, or even go for a tiles crunch. It kind of looks like they're set up for a tiles crunch, except that there isn't a flash in mid. Maybe just a bit of aggression over towards B main instead.
เทคเจอร์เหมือนจะหลับ
Doesn't
ไป
particularly matter
ตรง
anyway.
นี้เทค
because
เจอร์เนาะ
Gen.G, all
สงสัย
five
ไปกิน
players grouped up.
ข้าวกับ
As if
จอห์น
they wanna go
QT
for a
มา
fast day.
Backed up. No time wasted with that one.
ไม่รู้อ่านไหมพี่เตือนเลือดเป
Control
ล่า
towards A main, deep knife. Quite deep enough actually, really. Looking to tag. Or it does in fact actually now, but the turret's going to be broken
เหมือ
with
นวาร์ปเข้าสโมก
Nana swarms. Still not deaded.
กูรับแผ่นโพสแบบโพส
Yeah,
แผ่น
วาง
nobody
เปิด
has
แบบ
come
ยิงได้
close
ทุ
to
ก
the
มุ
door,
ม
so the nanoswarms haven't been used. Now they're popped.
ผมวางแบบ
Took one of them out and gets the safe door down.
มุมโป
Insane
โป
pathing by Gen.G, just avoiding all that Sentinel utility, but it does set it up now for the 5v5 retake. Now, of course, guns not on the side here for Sentinels, but they do have the util. They have been clean with it in the past. Texture
อุ้ย
wants to take the fight there, but caught out in the open. The paranoia
โดนเพื่อนมาเนี่ย
tight. Into
Ni
these
eh,
positions
Carlos,
being
Putin.
flooded
Ui,
and
ui,
swarmed.
cột mấy
Not
lông
enough for the
khắp.
bullets to spray
reflank.
them down. Reflank attempt now.
รู้เลยว่ามาจากช็อต
He
Wait, Ken.
spots it, but doesn't expect the second player. Still, Celsius not being able to stick that defuse. He can't even get second onto it, and the damage has been done to all of them. Sassy has to really stick this one and pray for his life.
โอ้
Barely over the line here for Gen.G.
And they lose Lakia too.
โอ้โหแล้วเสียไป4กระบอ
That's
ก
a very expensive round to get on the board for Gen.G.
ผมว่าซิกเจอร์โดนสแกนแล้วไปแอบตรง
I
คา
like
ร์ลอน
the
แล้วโดน
idea
ส
that
แป
they
ม
went
มา
for
ดิเมื่อ
their
กี้
two players
อยู่ยันแมป 6เลยต้องว้า
down through catwalk and then playing it one at a time. So Tens thinks he's dealt with that post plant lurk. And Meteor's able to pop through. At the end of the day, though, I think that's a win in the column for Sen. It's not technically, but they've done
แค่เสีย
quite
ไป
a bit of
4กระบอก
damage.
ไม่
Kept
ก็
the economy under control for Gen.G and got themselves the
Thanks,
ode
there
and the
you go.
op.
เราปืนจากไหนวะ
Big tools to
They
work with.
Massive tools. Essential, really, to any good hold of a
บี
central
แม่ง
defensive
ปล่อยเหงา
side. Zekken took an
Gang
early peek
Odin.
down mid, but thinking twice about it, I think off the back of all that noise that Gen.G are making. Open for a bit of a tussle here. Now the drone does tag. Will there be any danger for Tens inside the
Oh,
position? This time
yeah.
Texture aware of it,
Wow.
flashes through around the back as well, but he can't quite land a second one, at least his teammates can. Lakia cleaning up duty for him and now retaking with the operator. Second, a stray shot.
เกือบมุมดีด้วยไซเคิล
Campbell
เมื่อกี้
in that position.
Spike planted.
อ้าว
Oh!
เห็นอะไรอ่ะ
Ridiculous.
สัมผัสที่
I
6
think this is one of the situations
But
where you
Jing
just need to
แบบว่า
save the op and
สัมผัส
ode
ที่
and get out of there.
น่าจะ
เซฟเลยอย่างนี้
เล่น
Not a fan of that defensive hold. The smoke that Tens is using, got no
ปื
problem
น
with
แพง
that.
จัด2กระบอก
The
นี้
one way
รอบ
used to be
ดี
more
แบบว่า
standard, but plenty of teams running the
จิต
full
สำนึก
smoke
ไม่
that
ก็
blocks
ทำ
up
เลย
มี
A
โอกาสได้ดู5แมปไหมครับ มี
Really
ครับ
annoying for the attacks to deal with. You've seen that Lakia is investing in the
Lucy,
drone pretty much
Lucy,
every
Matt.
เซ
time.
เคนกูงง
And actually, if they start to get the read on that, you know, Tens
ถ้า
or
สุดเสียง
Celsius
เซ
could
เคน
start
ก่อนลง
dominating that smoke
ก็
and
เลยยิง
trying
ไป
to
สักทีหนึ่ง
spam
เอาโดน
him
ครับ
down
ผ
when
ม
he's
งง
going for the drone. There are little counterplays that you can do, but just not a huge fan of the timing that
Yeah.
Tens chose to try to get back into
Microphone activated.
the kind of A main cloud
ไม่
burst
กูรู้สึกว่า
detection
ลาเกีย
from.
จะตายจากการโดนยิงสแปมทะลุ
The attackers are going to be in
I
there a
don't
little faster
open.
most of the time. All right, so Sen, silver lining, they still kept the op and the Odin.
เอาแวนดอลไประยะนี้ก็
Just
โด
puts
น
a
เลย
lot
ดิ
of pressure on Celsius, then backpedaling.
โอ้โหอะไรวะ
Yeah,
เนี่ย
that's fair. That's fair and honest Valorant.
อื้อหือ
We have the devs in house.
I'm sure they're working on it as we speak.
Yeah, we'll see. Sen have managed to at least scramble a bye together ever so slightly. It's half armor and guardian.
I think this is going to be fast.
เรา
Ah,
เลเตอร์
okay,
พีก
okay.
เอใกล้เลย
Position.
เจ็ดอะคือยังไงอะ
Or
ทา
they
ง
go
นี้
for the
ตอน
one-way
ที่
attack
เจ็ดอะ
into wide.
Microphone
Gearing up for it, and that didn't tag.
Yeah, but it did onto Tens, who was thinking about using Paranoia.
Now mid. Name of the game here for
มัน
Gen.G.
มันเป็นทามมิ่งง่ายผิดไฟไง
All players waiting.
Oi.
Zekken, too much to account for here. Wow, still gets out and still has the dash as well. In fact, he's going to use
Lepo,
it. Yes,
mate,
ops
hua.
for it.
Huh?
Can't hit it with the readjustment there still.
Ui.
Now he nails it. Body's hitting the wall. Texture though, he's so rapid. Look at this guy.
Lad,
He's all the way up into heaven, but he is going to be shut down in the end.
Texture ไปไวจัด
John QT.
พูดแล้ว
Good awareness from that one. It's about trying to
Ui.
keep up with the tempo.
เซนมาว่ะ
Can't let Gen.G run all over you.
ผมก็โดน
Lakia
โอ้
sole
เซคันเดือด
survivor. One
เดือด
shot
ไป
left
เดือด
for
ไป
Zekken.
เซคันนอนไงวันนี้
Pushes
โอ้
him
โห
out.
Great punish.
A lot more to do.
ได้นะเนี่ย
Wants to make a go of
เจ็บ
it.
หมดแล้วครับ
Like it has been astoundingly clutch, but he's not going to get anything this time. Celsius shuts it down. What a round from Zekken with the operator in hand.
Oh yeah.
When we saw him play against Paper X, barely pulled
Pero
out the op on
Pima
defense
เข้าเป้าพอ
actually.
ดีเป๊ะเลย
Mostly rifling, mostly going for those defensive aggression plays.
ตัวนี้โคตรคม
Now he's just allowing people to
Không
walk
mang
into
vào.
him. Gorgeous reposition onto some of these angles too, playing around the utility very well. Bit of a question mark for me, honestly, how Zekken was going to play with the op. We saw him absolutely dominate on this
Leg.
map. But like I said, mostly with the rifle. He's looking
Mienti.
very good to open here.
Hello, jump spot. Real chance here. Doesn't anticipate it. Texture. What the hell is that?
เกือบ
Ferrari peak.
That's amazing though, playing
เฮ้ย
with that.
คารอน
Look at this, Carol. So deep.
Oh, through.
Ui.
He gets the punish there onto Celsius.
เกินไปจดนี้เกินไป
Inside the
กำลัง
smoke.
ทำชั่วนี่ห
โอ้
ว่า
เสียทรงเลยอะ
Drone.
เซนเสียทรงเลยโดนช็อตนี้ไปอะ
Back into the side tucked. What a play by Gen.G.
มาแบบนี้เหรอ
Incredible from
Oh.
both of those players, Texture and Carol.
วาร์ปแบบพับ
เสียไซส์เลยแบบ
มา
โอ้
พับปิก
เสียไซส์แบบงง
พับบิ๊กจริง
Playing
พับ
this
บิ๊ก
at
เลยไม่วาง
มาพับปิกจัดเจอสเต็ปนี้
Very difficult.
Nothing to write home about here.
Ngùng
Now,
chặt.
Gen.G.
จิกทุก
Really
ตำ
being
รา
in an advantage position.
Zekken.
Your texture goes down close. Quarters action for Meteor. Action indeed, but he does go down to the
Nghĩa
follow
đồ
through,
này đi.
straight through of Sassy, anticipating it. the reflank now, just a reclear into mid, and now regrouping up here for Sentinels. Damage done, but so is still on the opposite side. Second, you respond with that one. Need to deal with these players though. Anchoring touch, close counter, and he's gone. Lakia, Hunter's Fury available. Indecisive though in terms of how he wants to play this one. Sassy just sticking this, and it is
โอ้
watched.
ตัดสินใจเมื่อกี้ตัดสินใจแบบว่าไม่รู้จะทำไงดีรู้เลย
I mean, pulling that one out of
จะ
nowhere.
ไลน์อัพ
I'm
หรือ
not
จะ
gonna
พีห
lie.
รือจะ
Player
ตีดี
disadvantage with the up.
3 อย่างอยู่ในหัวเมื่อกี้วนเวียนไลน์อัพตรงนั้นจำไม่ได้รู้แต่ default จะอันติไม่เอาดีกว่าเดินมายิง
โดนพีคไปยิงลาเชียรู้เลยอะ
A recon dart that forces a swing, and he gets this kill kind of for free, but good awareness. That is bonkers that they've turned that one around, especially when Lakia had the Hunter's Fury to work with towards the end there. You're right, it really did seem like he wanted to set up a shock top play with Hunter's Fury and just realized, I have to swing this.
ว่าแต่วีนี้ชนะป้าจีทำหมู6อะไรนะ
Definitely is. Still danger though. Knife going to be stopping a few of these Gen.G players in their tracks there. Currently actually can't get out of here, but
ปาไม่ได้
it's a knife on either side, so there's no utility to
ตัวเหมื
flush
อน
him
กัน
out
ด้ว
of
ยนะ
that
โอเมน
spot.
กับ
And
นี้
finally, they get their abilities back online.
โอ้โหหายพอ
He's
ดี
out of dodge. While all this has been going on, Gen.G happy to take that B main control. We're going to try and set up Lakia there in the meantime.
Yeah, looking to just try to
เขาเล่น
farm
ต่อ
the
แต่ละ
ult
คน
or
เล่นไม่เหมือนกั
Meteor
น
one away.
มีหมดอ่ะในแมตช์นี้1,900 1,200มีหมดเลยครับ
Second pushed away, they know that there's no op over towards A. Texture
Team
clears
sort
out
by
the
non-cap.
entirety of A main. This is
ก่อน
going
พว
to
กนี้เหรอ
allow,
ครับ
I think,
มันไม่มีแดด
Meteor to get his ult online. They might
ดู
really
จบ
want
แล้ว
to
อ่าน
go
หนั
for
ง
this
สือ
with
ครับ
the
ไปส่อง
lockdown.
กลับมานอนไหวไหม
What is going on here though? Gen.G retreating
Yeah,
away,
คิด
but
ว่าได้
they
นอน
haven't
กี่
picked
โม
up
ง
the orb.
น่าจะ
So
ป
they
ระมา
can't
ณ
use the lockdown to fake
ตี
towards
4ครับ
A. They've just got some kind of
แต่ปัญหา
read.
คือพรุ่งนี้เช้าพี่ต้องไปถึงมหาลัยครับที่ไปทำงานอ่ะ10 โมงครับผม
They
จ
are
ริงๆแบบ
hitting the
ตอนเช้า
weaker
ต้องไป
side.
ส่งลูกด้วยแต่ว่าให้คนไปส่งแทนละไม่ไหว
Barrel. Oh
Oh,
my
meat
goodness, what a
high.
timing for the
โอ้โห
ult.
เรามีดหายเลย
Just waiting
Yeah,
for that
lah.
now, Texture. Weak as anything, declawed in the mix.
30 วิแล้วไปบี
ครับ
That
พี่
might
เจ็
have
ก
been
เจ
based
อ
on
ร์
the flash that Munchkin threw over towards A. Are they expecting this on B?
There's Nana sword.
Look at the minimap.
Skin. What the
Oh,
hell is going on
โอ้
here?
แต่สะบัดยัง
Still,
ไม่พลาด
the
เลยเนาะ
adjustments there with the flick
โอ้
of
ย
the
20 วิ
wrist.
ไง
Gen.G again left scrambling.
There's 15 seconds left and they don't want to
เข้าเหร
survive.
อ
Don't want to keep these into the next round. I mean, Texture's got nothing. You don't keep the blade, so you don't keep the ult. Flash, pop through round and aside here, spamming and spraying. A reload, no punish. 5 seconds left. Plant on time, maybe enough.
เหมือนจะไม่ทันเลยป่ะ
Maybe enough. It's going to be going down to the
Huh?
wire. And they do get that continuation.
Oh.
And Meteor
Ow,
gets
please.
kills. Added concatenation, man. Round to the back. It's watch
Oh,
for
yeah.
Texture. Will get shut down and flanks on
นิ่งไม่หน่อย
flanks
วันนี้
need to be managed. Paranoia now.
โอ้พานอย
Break
ส
the
วย
door
จัด
down, but
Got
both
'em
players
both.
blinded. That is perfection. Immaculate placement. Meteor with 32 health. And nothing but dreams will be
Bye,
fading
Mark.
away. The Sentinels win a rather scrappy turnabout round.
บายสวยจัด
I've been praising the macro from Gen.G all match.
เรื่อง
But
ที่
that
มอ
one,
ได้เลยครับถ้าง่วงหน่อยก็อาจจะเปื้อนๆหน่อยก็เข้าใจหน่อยนะผม
เท็กเจอร์เริ่ม
turn
แผ่ว
it into mush.
ๆอาจจะกดดัน
I think they could have played it a little more simply. I mean, Munchkin almost gets an opportunity to get in there, but Zeka makes up for it with a gorgeous refight with the operator. And he's frying, by the way. If you want to talk about individuals, Zeka's looking just as good as he did when he played this map previously. And Texture's not really finding those openings as easily.
เซคันด์มาไม่หยุด
Of course, it's harder
หรือ
when
ว่า
you
จะ
attack
เป็น
such
เซนเทเนล
You have to be set up with util.
นั่นน่ะสิพี่เอ๋ย
3-1 หรือเปล่า
Favored into a lot of those fights, but
นั่น
เอาแล้ว
สิ
Texture, exactly. You kind of expect more from him.
ดูว่าเรา
ยั
He's
ง
a
เมา
fast
หมัด
player,
นิดๆจะเป็น
Texture.
นักมวย
This time not shying away. There's a dart over the top that sets us up on either side here. Texture now is into the site.
หลุด
He's
เข้า
right
ซ้าย
on
เป็น
the
1
backside.
ตัว
Still, he could seek to deny. There's no one watching the back here of Zekken, but he does dash away and out of the fight here with the smoke, covering it. 4 players
เห็นตำแหน่งหมดแล้วครับ
spotted. Good information here for Sentinels, but Texture again needs to be this playmaker.
Karen teleports in over towards
เข้าไป
lane.
ส่งเข้าไป
Only
ที
with
ละคน
30 health,
สอ
and
ง
they
ค
use
น
the lockdown as well. But look at the lockdown positioning; it
Oh,
denies
yeah.
mid and market. It's so good for keeping control of
เอาละ
side.
คารอนเพิ่งวาง
Karen dies, but he'd
โดนส
already
แปมตายทะลุ
stuck that plant.
Second will get detained, will slow them down just a tad here with the plant down. A potential difference making. Look at Lakia's position. Again, he's got that Hunter's Fury. He's going to be waiting for the right time to strike. Same with Meteor. Takes up that space, but he was blind as anything. And John QT, a little bit delayed, but eventually getting that trade. Hunter's Fury now is being used proactively. 2 tags, no
โอ้โห
kills though.
เจ็บจัด
Damage being done. The back side players, they need to be dealt with. Hopping through with
Huh?
the flash texture,
Oh.
putting them down side by side. Tens will follow through. Time has run out entirely. And another's been born here with all of these plays. Gen.G barely pulling that one out from the jaws of defeat.
อะไรกันครับเนี่ยวินนี้
I really can't believe that Lakia decided to send that Hunter's Fury instead of playing for the time. Because time seemed like it was the biggest asset on Gen.G's side. That ended up being the deciding factor anyway. I was worried there for a moment. That aggression from Meteor is so classic to the way that Gen.G love to play as well. The Pacific teams, Paper X do this too.
มากิน
Not happy to just fall into backside B when they play the post plants. Always looking to contest.
If they think they've got that timing, they will take it.
Okay, so Gen.G get their third on the board.
มุมนี้น่ากลัวมากเลยว่ะเซเก้มันลั่นจัดเลยว่ะ
Recon
โอเปอเรเตอร์
looking to push away Zekken if he was playing around mid.
Very
He got-
mobile though.
Yeah, he got smoked off, and now he's going to pick up mid at the same time as the recon dissipates.
Seen a player move over towards Cat here. It's going to be called out. At least it should be that awareness. Double tap. They can't hit it.
โอ้ยเซน
No way. Tens. My
โอ้โห
God, man. And the follow-up, the backup arriving in the form of an ultimate. Couldn't
ระ
have
หว่าง
been
ฮันเตอ
better.
ร์ฟิลลี่สวย
Give him
ๆ
an
ตรง
inch,
นี้
he'll take a mile. They just whiffed on him for a moment, and he readjusted his aim and took down two. He looked completely caught there. The game plan worked for Gen.G. It's
ก็ฉาก
just
ฉีกเป้าด้วยนะเทคเจอร์
they just couldn't land the shots in the moment. 2v3 though, and we've certainly seen Gen.G pull out rounds like this before,
ทำไมเทนมัน
especially
นานจั
when
งวะกว่า
Sen
จะตาย
lose info around the map. You know, Karen could be in a position here where he just shoots them all in the back.
Yeah, reminiscent of Breeze. There was multiple scenarios where
นั่น
Sentinels
น่ะสิ
they threw away those
Well,
player advantage situations because they didn't know where the enemies were, and now at the plant down.
Yeah, do they go for the ult? If you ult, you kind of have to just sit there and defend it.
Down online, that's what they were waiting for. Here's a lockdown.
โอ้โหเอาชัวร์
Pushing
จัด
the players
Oh,
out
back in
wide.
here.
Caron
You
now
have to
going to be
defend
forced to
this.
make a play. Yeah, you do have to defend this here. He's not going to be detained from this spot. Here's it.
Huh?
Zekken not adjusting for that angle. Not even expecting it here. Now
Oh,
they have to
let's
worry about
hear
this
me. Oh, my
crossfire. But
God,
John QT's halved already. Onto that defuse.
Hi.
Sassy responds with the
Why
fire
didn't
hit. He
you
does
make
not
that?
know.
Ow.
Finally, shot dart fired. Sassy tapping, forcing out wide again.
Oh.
Lakia this time prevails.
หวานเจี๊ยบเลย
เมื่อกี้ถ้า
Monstrous in
ยิง
the
ตายก็ไม่
clutch.
ทันอยู่ดีป่ะแม่งจะระเบิดอยู่แล้ว
Time again. The enemy of Sentinels. They had a player advantage,
Timing
but they
of
had
Second
no
and Talon
information
making
about where Gen.G had disappeared off to.
เนี่ย
โอ้โหสะบัด
มันกินไม่ยิงเทนโคตรดาวเลย
Ends
เป็น
up
ไง
being
ผลดีของการเล่นเรื่องล็อกเก่งเป็นไง
by his team's inability to capitalize on those
Hunter
advantage
got it.
situations, and Gen.G using other advantages, map control, info denial. They don't need
ถ้ามา
the
รีเท
players
ค
on
ช้า
that.
แล้วมันต้องแบบ
Fast play
ปัก
though.
ปุ๊บต้อง
Already setting up.
ตุ่มบอมเลยว่ะ
The flash in hand alongside that dart texture might
Damn,
just be
damn,
blinded
one.
fully. He's playing inside the smoke. He dominates
โอ้
it.
เรียบร้อย
Tends to be playing this one before, but with the Odin spam at least
Well,
potentially,
I'm
but that one not quite.
แลกกันไม่หยุด
Lakia straight there in the
อ้าว
fight.
แล้วกูทำไมช้างั้น
Side
ล่ะ
by side. Advantage now for Gen.G.
A
Hot-
massive
hot
advantage
going
with
away.
John Cutie falling. That's all of that killjoy utility over towards B that's
อ๋อดู
disabled.
ช่องไอไอสัตว์ไม่น่าด่ะ
Sen
ช่
are
อง
going to have
คน
to make
แก่
a proactive call here. They can't just
ต้อง
wait
คน
this
แก่
out.
มันก็ต้องดูช่องฝรั่งพร้อมกันที่จะดูด้วยกันอ่ะ
Hoping to catch that proactive call.
ไปเล่นแท็บปิด
Great read. Celsius
ดูจาก
might just walk and wade right into it. The crossfire of a sentry. And look at that. The quarter. 3, 2, 1. Peek it down. Tap,
อุ้ย
tap,
แล้วเซ
tap,
คันด์
second.
ฮะ
Right back at you. He's got plenty more to deal with now. He wants to make a go of it.
He's got two,
รีเวอ
but
ร์ชันอย่างไว
might be too little
แล้ว
too
เซคัน
late.
ด์มารอบีอย่าง
Has
ไว
read this though. He might be able to get into spawn at the right timing to cut this off and get another for free.
Doesn't break the knife actually. Yes, and he's got the dash back online.
You just don't
Back
think
outside,
once here,
in
though.
the
You
wang.
just never think about that.
Don't expect it. It's going to have to be reactions and
Well,
adjustment
yeah,
potentially
check-
there.
check
Still
Luma, man.
close to the corner.
Red line up.
Jiggling from
ใจทุก
Lakia.
ทีหรอก
Decides to take the timing and a fight right
โอ้
to
โห
him.
นี่
So 5 to 5. Even up now again for Gen.G. And this is a really good spot for them. Attack side of Ascent. We've got to imagine it plays out a lot more typically.
เห็น
Sentinels going for their first piece of
Come on,
defensive
outside.
set
Play
play
Lakia.
aggression there. And it's dominated. They already
John
used
Wall.
this. It was round 6, I believe, the last time they played on Ascent.
ทุบ
Tens that time was able to get into the smoke before his opponent dominated it.
เซคันด์มัน
Got
โด
the
นจริง
win.
เมื่อกี้
This time, texture
Don't
just a little
ding,
faster,
you
just a
know
little
it.
sharper. Sen knocked down.
เซเกน
บาง
บอก
มด
ว่า
บางมด
เขาบอก
ไป
ว่า
บาง
เซ
ม
เก
ด
นต้องไปเล่นเกมผีมาเพิ่ม
แล้ว
นะ
ก็เดี๋ยวก่อน
จะได้นิ่งกว่านี้
Take risks here. I mean, when your money's so dire, if you're letting Gen.G take the lead on their attack side. Ooh, missing the silent jump up. Second, he's given an indicator.
Good awareness, though.
Here.
Yeah, it doesn't do any damage, but it indicates
Oi.
that Zekken is not
I'm
going to
sure,
get away
I'm
with his
sure.
backy play.
Movement. enough to survive. Doesn't even use the dash.
สแกนเสร็จแล้วถอยด้วยนะ ไม่เอาต่อดูว่าเป็นลูกซองมัน
One of those rounds that Gen.G would love to keep clean.
ด่านนี้ด่าน
Well, there's
กัน
a
หรือ
little
ด่าน
moment in
บุ
the
ก
round as well. 5 rounds on attack side of
ด่าน
Sen
กัน
is looking pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
ใช่
ด่า
เหร
น
อ
กัน
อ๋อด่าน
It has been somewhat even. Sen have in fact actually been pretty
เทค
good
โน
on
โล
the
ยี
attack
พระจอม
side
เกล้า
too.
ธนบุรี
Up through mid. Gap is
แล้วบุก
spotted
ห้า
here
นี่
by
ก็ได้เยอะอยู่
Gen.G.
ปะ
Now a fast play approach. Trying to slam into these anchoring players, but it's on them to try and hold their ground. Sentinels standing side by
บุกห้า
side.
นี่
Here
คือ
again, the weapon just not ideal
ยิ้ม
for
แล้ว
the Jonna. Texture feeling it necessary to really clear
หลังจาก
through.
นี้คือกำไร
Lots of that. Hello, Karen spotted and an upgrade here for the anchoring players. Again, close, tuck two dice, but there's no trade and no swings. The anchoring players out back here with the sheriff. John QT, but not expected away with the back.
โอ้ย โอ้ยปืน
Land the shots. Damage done to it.
เฮ้ย
10 set up.
แล้ว
It's
ห
a
นึ่งซะงั้น
1v1.
น่ะ
And such an important one at that. The money was dire. Tens. 6 bullets.
Oh.
Accounted for. Exactly what he needed.
สงสัยจะกำไรแค่ห้า
Another miracle. Ritualistically brought down by the crowd, willing it into existence, I think. How are they doing these?
No shot.
What a timing.
หมันหมาน
To
เลย
be
ครับ
honest
จุด
with you, I
นี้
thought it was over when the Bucky didn't deliver those 2 clean one-shot kills.
I mean, I'm shocked the second didn't one-shot them.
Yeah, he was so close, but still able to finish one of them off. The other week, Tens went to 1v2 towards the
นี่
end
เขาก็
after
แบบว่า
opening
ดู
things
แบบ
up.
ว่าไม่กดดันมากจริง
เป็น
So
มิด
many
การส
rounds
อง
like
นี้
this.
ไม่เหมือนไอ้นี่
It's a Red Bull
แอ
clutch,
ปเปิล
but
เล
it's
กับ
also
ทีเอส
ทีเอส
economically
อันนั้น
upset.
เอาโอ้ย
ทีมที่โดน
Gotta
ต่อย
sort slightly for
ท
the
นมือ
final
กันก็
round.
ดี
There's
แค่ไหน
still
แล้ว
dice online
ตอน
for
จบ
texture. Bit of Odin spam. Got to respect that one with the dart coming through. Counterplay
เถีย
in
งว่า
order.
มันเถียง
ๆ โอดินกับโอดิน
พูดแต่ไม่รู้เลย
Back here, not to be dissuaded away from it. He's going to be earning his
เมน
ult
ติ
as
ด้วยลั
well.
กเกียร์
Sentinels have got to be thinking about the fact that Texture would love to do some kind of updraft dash engage into B.
จอไม่มีของเล่น
Now
เนี่ย
that
ออก
they
มา
have B main
วางที่ A
control. So, you know, you're playing retake B at this point because you don't want to challenge that. He's got knives. But you've also kind of set up for a bit of a retake A approach. Now Tens and Zelsis looking to re-explore perhaps.
ใช่ครับผมไปพูดอะมันจะพูดไหวเลยเนี่ยไม่แน่
Picking
นอน
out the alarm bot, important. Gen.G have to make sure that nobody followed that drone up.
Walking up now, Sassy. It's all about when you pick your timings. A counter spam. Almost gone down potentially there with the damage down and out of here with the drone. Everybody lit up, but a shot goes
Ủa, nó
wide
tài
and
cả
just
cả.
goes
Ủa,
a
nhưng
miss.
second
Second
half.
though. He's still alive in the fight here, but a TP into the back of the site now.
Yeah,
There is
that-
that
you
danger
will need
facing but
sniper.
cancelled. Only 30 seconds left. What is
Yeah.
the call to be made? The reposition. Backing away. Hunter's Fury. And Lackey is hoping to set this one up for the rest of the team.
Oh,
And
nó
here's
đồn.
a pivot. They're
Ồ,
going
phiếu
to
chặt.
A. 20 seconds.
Ồ.
Indecisive.
They're going back to B.
Running back to B. Can't be making plays like this, man, but maybe just getting hectic in those final moments. TP engaged. He's looked his way in. Damage done.
Oh.
And another kill found. It's all being added up. Right click. Kills here.
วางทันบ้างวางทันบ้าง
เฮ้ย
Right click. Gambling.
โอ้โห
Oh my God.
ไม่โดนเฉยเลย
Absolutely unbelievable. Tells us 1v2, 1v2, 1v2.
Meteo,
Rushing
mate.
entirely into it.
จัด
คิดไว
I
ทำไว
don't
จั
think
ด
I've seen a round that
รู้เลย
chaotic
ว่า
the
คือ
entire
โพซิชั่น
tournament.
ต้องวางไม่วางแพ้
Gen.G didn't know where to end.
ยิงกูเลยอ
What
ย่าง
a
นี้
way to finish that half.
คิด
They
ว่าเจน
pulled
จี
it
นะ
out
ครั
off
บ
the
3-1
back
ครั
of
บ
Meteor getting in. Tens went for an alt play.
โดนไป6
cancelled
แล้วแบบนี้
it
น่าจะโดน
got caught, and then they have to body block
เมเทโอ
Caron
ว่ะ
to avoid him being caught by Zekken.
เนี่ย
Look at
บล็อก
them
ให้แบบว่า
getting in front of the classic. Ludicrous.
นะ
Munchkin, you crazy little raccoon. How have you done that? Both looking for another trophy. An elite group.
กด
There's
ไป
only
15
5
สำหรับเซ
players,
เช่น
I believe, who've been able to lift the trophy twice, and they would be looking to join them. Tens and Sassy. We've
Second
also
เคยอยู่
never had somebody
Fnatic
win a
ไหม
Masters
หรือว่า
and
เคยอยู่
the
อีกทีม
Champions
Oh, yeah.
before.
เซคันด์คืออยู่ Exit
He ended
Step.
up overcoming this round finals against the demons that is Gen.G.
แล้วที่ปีนั้นที่บอกว่าเรามีชายที่ยิงคมที่สุดในโลกคือใครนะลืมแหละ
เดมอนวันอีกทีขอบคุณน้องต้นด้วยนะครับ30 เหรียญ
Getting
นะ
the
ครับ
rounds
ผ
up
มสัก
online.
Sải
Sent
mê
with
tà
his
hả?
compositions, you know, by all metrics. From what we
ยังไง
know,
นะ
it's not an attack-sided map. That puts even more importance now onto this pistol round for Sentinels.
And I think, again, I'm looking at the Gen.G defensive rotations and how John tries to play with those. Because Gen.G are just so happy to trust the read. Look, I mean, at the beginning,
สแกนไว้แล้วแต่ก็ไม่ชัวร์ลาเกียเอาตัวมาดู อุ้ยเห็นปะอุ้ยเห็น
Lucky is going to start calling people back over towards B. They were thinking it was A.
He's out open. They could be fast onto him, but they're not really going to be
โอ้
quick
เต็ม
enough
เต็ม
here.
ดอก
Just waiting
นี้
for the drone
ละ
out.
ลาย
Through as well. A lot of damage. Tagged him up
คนครึ่ง
second. Slight pause into the play. Slight pause into the angle. Waiting now. What is the call from the
Ui,
rest of them?
không
Flash
ra,
play
không
into the back here.
ยังไม่
But
ได้
just
เข้าใส่
waiting
ก็เจ็บ
for
ไป
the
หมด
right
ละ
time to strike potentially, but now jumping right, leaping into his face, and there it is from Gen.G. Calling their bluff. They want to fight it.
ประเทศ
Front
ก็รัว
section
ๆเลย
of
ว่ะ
that side of Paranoia is good, and it blinds them all up. 3 players tucked to the site now for Sentinels, and they still don't have that plan down.
ยังไม่ได้วาง
ซาสี่
I feel like as soon as Zelsis
ยัง
goes
ไม่วาง
for
อี
it,
ก
Gen.G are
ไม่
going
ได้
to
วางแล้วมั้ง
explode.
วันนี้
He thinks the same.
อุ้ยดิ้งอีก
Stray damage. It could come down to anything. Few stray shots now.
Oh,
Paranoia
yeah.
flying forward. Still no spike being planted. One-way
30
smoke.
seconds left.
Oh, Caron? Has he got a
Oi, oi,
pixel? No,
oh.
not quite.
Not
Good
quite
by
at
Vio.
all. We're waiting for it. Now the knife. Takes away the abilities, takes away the threat of this one, and as the turret's getting broken, they swing right into it, Gen.G. Surely not.
โอ้ยไก่ MVP จัด
ไก่นี่ไม่
Wonderful, wonderful patience.
ปีพร้อมไก่
Capitalizing on
ไม่ยิง
the
ก็
right
ไม่ได้
moments there.
Certainly. They look great with it. As soon as Sen put pressure on the player backside, that is
ไก่มันอย่างยูทู
instantly turned into texture dashing into a smoke to take front sight. So as soon as they know that Sentinels are focused not on them, they go and get themselves into a retake
Wow,
situation and
you
start
can
putting pressure even before the plant is down. They are looking good. Taunts being thrown across the stage.
เหี้ยไก่แม่งก็แรงไม่ใช่ไม่แรงโอ้จำเป็นต้องยิงอีก
And a great way to open this up on the defense side.
Yeah, Gen.G going to be
ปล่อยให้แม่ง
really
ยิงสักวิ
quite
สองวิ
happy with this one.
สัตว์อยู่ครึ่งหล
It's
อด
all the fundamental stuff. The timing is
นาวี
excellent.
บอกว่าป๊าป๊า
Confident.
เอฟที่ไปตอบสัมภาษณ์บอกว่าเรามีชายที่คนที่
อ๋อ
ชื่อ
ที่แองเจิลบอกใช่ไหม
Second.
ใช่
Tagged up
สาย
by
ป่า
Reeves,
เนาะ
decided
นา
just
วี
ตัวไอ้ทูเกส
take
สึ
that fight
ดูเอส
close to them.
ตอนนี้
It
ห
looks
ลุ
like
ดวง
Gen.G
โคจรไป
players
ละ
were not posted on an angle and trying to take a fight
ยิงคม
aggressively.
ที่สุด
When
เรียบร้อย
actually, I feel like that's the way that Gen.G plays.
ตอนนี้พี่เอ๋ว่าใครยิงคมมากๆในสายตาพี่ตอน
They're not the kind of team to just drop back and keep giving up room over and over again for free. They like to disrespect utility a little bit and
เซ็ก
post
เช่น
up.
เท็กเจอร์
Clear game plan here though from Sentinels on A.
ที่ผ่านมาในตั้งแต่ต้นปี
Flash
ที่
to
เจอ
clear into A main, make sure that the orb gets loaded up there onto Celsius.
ไม่ค่อย
He's only a
ไม่
few
ค่อยได้
away
ดู
from his ult,
ของ
so they're just
เมื
thinking
องน
ahead
อก
here
เพิ่ง
into
จะ
this
มาดู
round.
เนี่ย
Yeah.
ผมว่า
But
เม
they are
ทิโอ
still quite
คม
way away
คม
from this.
คมสัส
Because there wasn't any damage
ค่อย
in
มี
this
โอกาส
round,
ได้ยิง
particularly, Zelsis is still going to be 3 away from getting that online. It's not particularly going to be helpful.
อ๋อไอ้นี่
At least not in the short term, I should say.
Yeah, now they're going to be hoping for a bit of a
Marlene-
plan here, but Paranoia sent
Martin-
forwards, blitzing, the lighting
Martin-
here of Karon,
Martin กับ
20
อีกคนนึง
HP
อ่ะ
surviving,
ที่ซิ่งๆอ่ะ
strenuous in the approach, but look at that, just a
คมจริง
collapse straight into the fragment nade and the bullets
Martin
sent
กับ
flying,
มินิ
so
บู
flawless, everybody surviving for Gen.G.
มินิบูกับบูก็
Beautifully
คม
done.
ทีมนั้นก็น่ากลัวนะเอา
Now,
จริง
this is where I want to see
จริง
what
แม่ง
Gen.G
คม
have
แล้ว
got
แบบมินิ
planned.
บูม
You
มูฟ
see
เป็นแม่งโห
Texture
ดเกิน
buying the
โหดจัด
operator when the rest of his team is
นัน
going
เล่
for the
ก็คม
bonus.
เ
It's not too crazy.
จ
Lots
ริง
of
ๆแม่ง
teams
มัน
end up
ใกล้
going
ๆกันหม
for
ดเลย
that.
นะมันไม่ได้แบบ
But
ฉี
they have a
กข
game
นาด
plan
นั้น
จริงๆ
to
ถ้า
set him up.
ถ้าอยู่
One of
นะ
the other
รู้สึก
things that stuck in
รู้
my
สึก
head
ไอ้พว
actually
ก
from listening to an interview from HSK
ทีเลติกอะ
was that
ไอ้
he said
นั่นน่ะค
one of
ม
the things they've tried to focus on is
ที่ดูสอง
snowballing
ที
the
มอะ
game
แต่ว่า
by utilizing their aim and
เล่น
aggression.
แล้วแพ้
Like, not by trying to make
Demon
smart game
ยังคงอยู่
plans
เหมือนเดิมไหม
necessarily,
ผม
but
ไม่
by
ดู
putting pressure on their opponents, by wanting to fight
ไม่ค่อย
in
ลั่นเหมือนเมื่อ
moments
ก่อน
like
หรอก
these.
เดี๋ยววันนันทัวร์ที่แล้วมัน
And
เฉิ
Texture
ด
looks
ฉาย
like
กั
he
นเลย
wants to take the
แต่ว่า
op
ค
for
ม
a walk off the back of
เวอร์
Soap
มาก
utility. That's great information knowing
ตัวนี้
exactly
แม่ง
where
เจอ
John
ผู้
is.
เล่น
You
เทีย
don't
ร์
have
สอง
to be
ขึ้น
worried
มา
about other sight lines.
He really worried. Turret
เออ
broken.
เป็น
John
จี้ฟิชชี่ก็
line
คม
up here.
I almost
ที่
got
ดู
caught
เป้า
in
แล้ว
the
แบบ
edge.
ดูดูนะมีเบนจี้กับไอ้มาร์ติน
You
อะ
smell
สอง
it
ค
blood
น
in the water.
That's the same
Ni ka
pace
kumbaga
and
na-
anticipation
apa
problem that I was noticing
Texture
before.
challenge
Gen.G are quite a bit
แต่ถ้า
faster
ตำแหน่
than
ง
Sen
แบบว่า
expect.
เล่นแบบจังหวะแปลกๆผมให้ซัมติง
Close use to just try and cross Sentinels now.
Acting.
Staring away, trying to take control of A, but then there's a paranoia. Goes flying, actually missing onto Sassy. No clear connection, but he's still
เฮ้ย
เฮ้ย
โอ้โหจังหวะนี้หมุนติ้วครับ
คมสั
ส
ตว์
มัยก็ควงผิว
อืมหมุนไม่หยุดด้วย
คอสเพลย์แล้วก็ไม่มาด้วย
อ๋อใช่ ไม่มาเหมือนกันรี
บิน
เฟรช
ไปเล
แล้วกั
ย
น
หรือเปล่า
แล้วจังหวะนี้ช่องหลักบินไปแล้วครับ
เอาแล้ว
อ้าวไป YouTube ก่อนไหม
ไปยูทูบแล้ว
YouTube แล้ว YouTube เป็นรีเพย์เรียบร้อย
He just wanders into this smoke,
ผมว่าไอ้คันเรานี่
assuming
ก็คม
that
ดี
Karen must be focused on Tree because that's where he threw the paranoia. And again, the anticipation from Gen.G is just so much better. They throw the paranoia and they're like, right, this is the timing that the A main player is going to take. Let's stop them.
37
The awareness is so good.
โอเค
And again, from a player, Karen, who has not been a pro before joining Gen.G.
It's insane.
He played on an amateur team, and basically that was a long time ago. He frankly just got picked out of ranked.
Ranked player on the big stage, but he's really performing. Unshaken against it. Flash repeak. Carol knows to respect that one. He's going to be using the TP just to get the hell out of there. And a call is made again from Gen.G. All stacked up.
Yeah, look at them. I mean, Meteor is already starting to rotate away from B. So confident this is going to be an A exec.
Probably util expended here though, with the dart fading away.
สวยจัด
Shuts that down, doesn't he? Tens forward with the sheriff, but again, not too much you can do, not without the rifles.
One enemy remaining.
That's it, weakened down. Full awareness of the positioning here. This is Gen.G. Not just in control, they're running away with this map.
6 ต่อ 10 ยังบุกไม่
It's
เข้าเลยปะ
Gen.G's
เท่าไหร่
map,
แล้วอะ
but it's one where Kaplan
25
in the coach interview said they were feeling very
23
confident
เป๊ะเลย
coming out of their game against Paper.
21
กูเร็วกว่าวิหนึ่งอะ
20
And
19
the implication there that the desk picked up on is that they were going for a 3-1 win by winning on bind, ascent, and split.
13
This is looking less and less likely the more rounds go
10
on.
โอเค
I want to see John start messing with the defensive rotations. It's not something we
เจอ
really
มันตื่น
see.
แล้ววะพี่
You need to be faking at least half
เมา
as
หมัด
much
อยู่นาน
as your opponents are over
เออ
rotating.
เมาหมัด
So
อยู่
far,
นานจริง
they're nowhere near.
Texture seeking out to ruin them here.
หลับแล้วพี่
Flash
ไม่หลับแล้ว
Return of the fire, second. Right back at you with the nades, rebounding.
โอ้แรงมากมุมนี้
Dodging over and
เอ้า
around. No way.
คืออะไรอ่ะ
As blind as anything. Dashed forward.
มีเสียงอัพดับไปหาไม่เจอ
Tucked into this corner, and there should be that punish online.
โอ้คอร์สกันรัว
Seeking
จะ
to
ชุบยังไง
relieve
ที
it.
นี้
Zelt's
Come
dropped
on.
down onto his knees. I mean, is there going to be any chance of even just Rez to pull him back
It's
up?
going to get punished. They need to be aware.
Surely picking him up. Zelt's is there, but no, spamming.
โอ้แต่ไม่รู้จะทำยังไงอะ
No
ดิ
kill collected. John QT.
อุลจรเนียนจัด
Cosplay in effect. This guy is found the gaps and
เรียบร้อย
more. And another one to the collection. Sight opened up right when the team needed it.
เมื่อกี้ถ้าตัดสินใจไปแบบว่าไปฆ่าตรงกลางก็ได้อยู่ปะ
Getting himself tucked into logs
Yeah,
because
but-
Meteor went down early and
นั่น
that
มัน
was
เข้า
open
มุม
to
แล้ว น่า
them.
จะหันมาเช็ค
Huge play. Not exactly running a fake, but just challenging Gen.G for the map control and beating them. I don't think Tens is going to survive this interaction.
เฮ้ย
Never doubt him.
เกือบ
Well, I'll shut my mouth.
เห็นเกือบแล้ว
The world's most important
ถอย
kill,
หลัง
but a
เข้า
funny
ปาก
one to
จระ
end
เข้
it. There was a bit of a disaster in the middle of that round though, with Zekken getting full blinded. Was that a team flash or what
Looks
even
like it
happened here?
underhanded, perhaps.
Yeah, I
โดน
think it
แฟล
was
ช
a
ใครอ่ะ
bit of a
Oh,
team
flash
flash.
เพื่อน
อ๋อ หัน
Yeah,
ลงมา
just-
ขาว
he
แปด
just
เพื่อน
pulled stares at Zels's flash. Bit weird, but didn't really hurt them whatsoever.
คารอน
John
กำลัง
bailing them
หา
out of
ตัว
that
ที่เหลือ
situation. Not
หรือว่าเดิน
necessarily
มา
with
หลาย
his
คนเท
macro
นบอกว่าผม
calling,
มาคนเดียวกับ
but with
พี่
a great solo play. Reading the game.
ไอ้สโมก
The
ที่แม่ง
bankroll runs deep here for Gen.G. Sentinels that need to dig even deeper.
It's a spread default to try to start the round. Not
Ui.
over-investing
Thật
over
cày
towards
đúng
A,
không?
but certainly making it
Chính
feel
cày,
like
chính
it,
cày.
right? And this is where you
Ào.
start to see
ไม่ฟัง
the defense
ไปเอา
pulled
เมื่อกี้
towards
ขวาหน่อยมันก็ได้ยิงแล้ว
That B
ไป
defense.
ยืนแบบ
It's only luckier over
Oh,
towards
bang.
B. But now as there's a little bit of mid-pressure, you see things shifting around and Texture with an operator looking to take that pick through.
ไอคอนโทรลจีแคมปัสอะครับผม
Microphone
Texture's quick.
activated.
Is he there before Zekken? It looks like it.
And now he's found the timing. It's just so damn instinctual.
อุ้ย
And again, a
ถ้าเล็ง
difference
ซ้ายอยู่
maker.
เมื่อกี้
Second. He's left
ผมจัด
Texture reeling. Back-to-back
Timing.
rounds now.
เหมือนมันกำลังจะสร้างจังหวะให้แบบตัวเองเป็นคนพีคนะแล้วไปยืนปุ๊บโดนพี
I
ค
mean,
พอ
pretty
ดี
much a pre-fire, I think. There's no time to react to that. He just knows exactly where the jet is going to be set up.
Grouped up, gathered. Lakia. From the shock dart. Here's that one now. The close.
Almost got it.
Yeah, it was a critical target. It needs to stay alive with the lockdown now in play. What is the call to be made? Gen.G. How do you fight this one?
ดูแต่ก็อันตรายอยู่ดีอะ
Spam.
It's just really
Spam
only
อย่างนี้เลย
munching. They're just trying to get
โดนสแปม
Lakia
ตอน
out of
เข้า
there.
อ่ะเนี่ย
Hunter's Fury
มัน
through
จะ
and
บุรีไล่
out
ครับ
into the spawn. to the
จะยิง
location.
ก็กลัว
12
โดน
seconds
เพื่อน
left. They need to get
เพื่อน
this
จะ
spike
ตายแล้วไง
down and planted. Maybe to push this
Sorry.
one back and away, but Gen.G they're
อุ้ยแล้ว
out of
ซอก
there.
ดาด
John in an aggressive
Mi
position in the
dog
post
deal.
plant right now, and Sassy's
Jack
miles
này
away.
quá
Doesn't
thế
have that ult
มี
to
สอง
work with.
ดอกแล้ววิกิต
He's not going to have shock dart lineups from there, so he needs to find some way of having impact.
Start clearing the paranoia here. Still close quarters enough. It has revealed, and they have cleaned him up. With John down, finally a kill found. Second. Will be blinded up by that one, but still emanating out with
ผม
waves
เลือ
of
ดเหลือ3 เซ
suppression.
คันด์
He's dropped to his knees. Meteor last
โอ้ย
one
เจ็บหมดแล้ว
left.
เจ็บหมด
Unless
แล้ว
he can get Munchkin back alive. A tap. Fading out the spray here. 3 players left out in the open. Sentinels running over them.
เซคันด์เหนียวจัดไปทำอะไรมา
That was a difficult situation there. John getting
Yes,
caught
Sam.
in his aggressive position. Sassy way out of the fight. Zeka needed to step up, and he did it. This opener is sublime.
น่าจะเป็นว่า
And
การ
he
แข่ง
also
ขัน
follows up by
เขาสูง
being
กว่า
able to
ด้วย
punish
ครับ
Lakia and to stop Munchkin.
แล้วก็ผล
It's an
ตอบแทน
amazing
แล้วก็
round from the star
มัน
player
ไม่
of Sentinels. I say the star player. One of the superstar.
Plenty to pick from. Plenty
มันรวยจังวะ
to
Gen.G
pick from.
So Senna still
Mày
making
hàng
the
người
progress,
Elliot.
even though Gen.G
ไม่โอดินกูก็เอเลสเหมือนกูเลยสบายละ
Arguably still favoured, but they are starting to put a dent into
9 โมง
that.
2เมคานิกขอกำลังใจหน่อยครับ
Lost round here.
แรงซี่แห่งซี่ขาบ
Gen.G
สิเคนแม่งเล่นมั่นใจชิบหายเลย
9 มอง SXC เมคานิกเคชักแรงซี่แห่งซี่ขาบ
Just fades away. They're going to be using utility of their own now.
9 โมง
Paranoia
2
can delay it
ไม่
on
ใช่ไหนครับอุ้ย
top, spamming away.
เกือบ
Exchange
ตาย
ก็
off lead.
ที่เตรียมไว้ก็ขอให้ออกแล้วกันนะครับกุดลักนะครับ
เจอไม่ซื้อเป็นทอมแล้วอ่ะพี่
เดี๋ยวเซนติเนลจัดให้มันจบไปไวๆครับจะได้รีบพักผ่อน
Not a full commitment from Sen here.
หรือว่าเขาเปลี่ยนปืนมาเลยนะเวฟ
Activated.
ไม่รู้เหมือนกันอาจจะแบบว่า
You could
อยากจะวัด
consider
วัน
this a
แท็บ
win though for Sentinels because they're going to be going into a site that only has 3 players on it.
Yeah.
And that's assuming they commit to A.
Munchkin gathering that information. As the nade ready here, as time runs short.
ตัดให้แบบโดนนะครับผม
Flash forward
จ
to
บไป
top
ไว
of it here, but backing away. Will
Ui.
get cleaned up eventually. The air is sprayed down. Fragment nade, texture.
Ui, chắc.
Munchkin
Để
all
chặt hay là-
combined. And they have shut down his
30
approach.
seconds left.
Tennis with ultimate is going to try to get into the B site.
โอ้โห
Gets
แล้ว
caught
เทน
out.
เมียนติ
Yeah, it's an open
ยัง
side
ดิ้น
for
อยู่
him.
ตรง
Still
กลาง
rapid.
Sassy get there.
Oh, Sassy. He's picked them apart. Texture
Ah,
onto
vàng
that
bao
rotation,
phủ
but
thì
he's
mới
alone
lèn.
now. Tens is going to do a hell of a job to try and hold on to this one. Keron sticking. No way.
อันนี้เทนต้องแบบ1-2ในไซส์คนเดียว
Now 2 players
ป๊า
assaulting the position slowly, surely.
Sassy's so far away.
He needs so much. He needs so much.
Hình
Here,
như-
Sassy is miles away. Reinforcements are lacking.
ไอ้ซาสีต้องไม้เร็วที่สุด
Disjointed.
Ui,
That
scan
part
sủi,
was
scan
fantastic
sủi
though.
พื่อนอะ
Still playing inside.
Ui.
The smoke Lakia shuts it down, but time has been bought. A tap. Sassy. Does he think it's open to the fuse? Spamming away. Counter spam from Munchkin.
Đúng rồi
Sticking
đó.
from Lakia. Full defensive setup. 11 now on the board.
ให้มันกินมีเสียวเหมือนกันนะอันเนี้ย
Nice try there with that dart, seeing if he could assist Tens while still being positionally a long way away. I think it wasn't quite planted in the spot where he was able to get the ball back there.
ไอเดนสวย
It's this triangle set up again over towards A, stopping Sentinels getting in on the A splits. It looks really nice from
กู
Gen.G.
เห็นก่อน
Anytime Sen have tried an A split, the A
แต่แน
main
วพีค
players
มา
have
แล้ว
not
ถือ
been
โอ
able
ดิน
to
เดิ
have
น
any
มาแบบ
impact. They're just sending a drone in there. And
โอ้เสียงไปหมดแล้ว
push the players from
Giật
Gen.G
vào.
and the people on cat.
พรุ่งนี้ต้องพูดด้วยไงทำไง
The
วะ
A
เนี่ย
splits are being defended immaculately.
เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้ที่เป็นวิทยาก
But
ร
look
อะ
at this. Sen are so convinced that this is going to be
แกมันไปพูดเฉ
defensive
ย
aggression in this round. They know that Texture had to pop knives,
โอเคหรือเปล่าครับพี่เอ๋ย
and they are ready for the
Okay,
Hunter's
lah.
Fury play, a classic set play that teams would love to do.
แต่เสียง
Let's pull 20 seconds off the clock here.
With how time has been playing an issue for Sentinels.
ๆผลตอบแทนน้อยเอามึงเอาลองนึก
Little
ส
moments
ภาพ
like
เลยครับ
that might make the difference in
การ
the
ที่
round.
เราแข่งเกมแล้วได้เงินแบบ ไม่ต้องห่วงหน้าห่วงหลังอ่ะ
Grouped up now with Texture.
มันจะเป็นอีกฟิล
Fast
หนึงครับ
rotation to try and back up the rest of his team out towards
แต่
the
แบบว่า
A site.
โซนบ้านเราคือมันไม่
Love
สา
this
มารถที่แบบ
position
จะ
from
เอ๋
Lakia as
ตัว
well
เอ
as
ง
he
ได้
stays
เยอะถึง
towards
ขั้นแบบว่า
A perfect ult line, but instead he drops
ขั้น
back
นั้นอ่ะ
towards B.
แบบไม่ต้องห่วงหน้าห่วงหลัง
Spotted
อ่ะ
people in mid and maybe just worried that it could be a B
No,
split.
50 seconds.
Time certainly is ticking here.
Decisions need to be made. I mean, you haven't pulled out good util from Gen.G. They can just stall you out. Finally going to be showing some presence, but with the knife tags, this is it.
เสียเสีย
They're This doesn't give you too much info. It could be a cat push.
เหมือน
It
จะ
could
เอา
still
เห
be
มื
a
อนจะ
B
รู้
split.
ว่าวันนี้มากินจะเบรกเลยหรือเปล่า30 วิ
Destroyed, but they're trying to fake A presence, perhaps. I mean, the
มันจะ
spike
ปา
is
เบรกว่ะ
nowhere. Certainly they are fast. It was Zekin. He's
Ma-
rapid on the
Oh,
overtake.
oh,
Texture,
oh.
even more so. And the Hunter's Fury
Woo.
to punish. Alarmbot
Well
chasing
done.
him into the top section of mid. That's 10. He's got to try and get some value in. He's got to try and get some kills. The
Oh,
lockdown. It's really just
โหโคตรยากจังหวะนี้
absolutely brutalizing. Slow them to a crawl. They can't break it. They have the
ต้องไปทำลาย
fire
ล็อกดาวน์
tent
เนี่ย
here.
ใช่
Onto the angle again.
แล้ว
They're
ล็อกดาวน์
swinging into the position of behind
โอ้โหแล้วหลัง
them.
มา
Texture rips them to shreds. Rips them to pieces. Has to stick. And there's
Me
no
deal.
chances. Not
Oh.
anymore. Gen.G
Oh.
up to 12.
no picture
You watch what Texture does
มา
on
ว่ะ
defense.
อุ้ย
It's
จังหวะ
so
บิน
good. He
บิ
gets
น
pressured
นี่
here with the
โคตรโหดเลย
paranoia. Instantly updrafts, kills the player, dashes forwards
มันเป็น
to
มุมที่แบบยาก
re-fight
จัดเลย
that. And he immediately notices it's a fake. If he dashes away there, they
จังหวะ
don't
เมื่อกี้
get the
ไม่สน
info.
แล้วว่าแม่ง
And
จะ
those B players might not have stayed on B.
มันต้อง
But
วิ่งไป
because
ทำลายล็อก
Texture
ดาว
is
น์
so
นะ
confident to
วิ่ง
take the
ตามไป
fight,
เอา
to
มีด
dash
แบบ
forwards,
ควน
to
หลัง
look for the aid, the teamwork, the way that Gen.G are playing off each other, and their confidence is just getting them so much more info to play with on their defense side.
แล้ว
This
ก็สัญ
defensive
ญา
set has
สัง
been
กัดบางที
lovely
ก็ไม่
to
รู้เหมือน
watch.
กันน่า70-30มั้ง
Certainly feels like there could not be a better moment for Pacific to pick up their first ever global trophy. And Gen.G, if they get this one step forwards on Ascent, they'll be one step closer to hoisting it.
On the precipice. In through mid.
เจสันก็จริงน่าจะ
All
กด
eyes on that now.
กดจริงจังอยู่
With the knives. Grouped up as well. Might be looking for a
กำลัง
flash
จะมีอันติ
peek through.
ด้วย
Drone
50ตอนหัวเราะวันไหนชนะผมไปดู
forwards here. Just
ไม่ดูทุก
showcasing.
วันแน่เลย
Oh,
ใช่
doesn't
ไหม
break it in time. So it actually spots both players, and they're already up through
Lord
mid as
of
well.
one.
Apparently
Oi!
misses
What?
Texture. Clean shot. Rips it away, and this is
Texture.
this. Dreams being dashed.
Huh?
Out and away. John QT.
Valorant.
Maybe a chance. Turn with the one kill, but it's still a player disadvantage, and they don't know where the rest of them are. Into the corner. Hello. Finding Lack here.
Microphone activated.
3 versus 3. Munchkin going. Walkabout.
Oh,
Celsius dropped dead
Oh,
to
good.
right. 2v2 still
Hit
spike
that.
in the open. And a control gained and gathered. Munchkin follows through with the fire.
แผ่น
Double
ทอง
up
คนแน่
now,
นอน
understanding the win con. Smoke to block it off. It's all on Sassy.
สไป
You
ค์คือ
know
ดรอ
he's
ป
not
คือ
close. Karen is actually
30
looking
seconds
the
left.
other way too. They've split up to form
Oh.
2 1v1s. Could Sassy be given anything? He just doesn't expect them coming from
That's
small.
fine.
No way you expect this, and this could be it. This should be it. The map
เรียบร้อย
done and dusted.
GG
Gen.G